Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about the list comprehensions in Python. In the previous videos, where we have understood about the list, like what is the list and how we create list. In this video, let's discuss what is the list comprehensions in Python. So what is the meaning of that? The meaning of this is like, for an example, if we want to create a list in a shorter syntax based on some expression, then what we can do, we can directly create that list using with this logic. So there is a one syntax for creating the this list comprehensions. And what is that? So first of all, what we have to do, we have to, okay, let me write it how we do that. So we have to write, first we have to give the expression, like what expression you want to give, then we create it using the for loop. So we write for, then what item we are going to take, that, and then in, then we have to take any iterable sequence. So I'm going to write it here, iterable if. So it is basically the condition, what condition we are going to give. If we want to give any condition, then we have to use the if condition. Without that also we can create, but if you want any condition on that list, you have to use keyword if, then we have to write the condition. So that is the syntax of creating the list comprehensive. So what is the here? So expression is basically define the element of the list. It can be as simple as the item itself or more complex, involving operation on the item. So what is the expression? It's basically define the list of the elements. So that is the expression. What is the next? For item. So here for item in iterable. So what is the meaning of that one? So if we talk about this one, so this part iterate over each item in the iterable. So what can be the iterable? It can be anything like list, tuple, or any range, anything it can be. And the next is the condition, if condition. So it is optional, as I told. So this filters the element, like on which based condition we want the list. So that is about the syntax. So let's create first a simple list. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a one simple list for the square. So let's take square equal to, so what we have to do, first we have to use the big bracket, then we have to give the expression. So what I want, I'm going to take a variable x, and here what I'm going to do, 2. So this square I'm going to take. Now next, on which iterable? So for this x, means this variable name I'm taking as an item, where in, then we have to use the iterable thing. So what iterable thing I'm going to use? I'm going to use the range. So this I'm going to use it as a 10. So it will go like this loop will go till range 10. Now let's print this square. So print squares. Now if I will run this, what we are seeing, it is creating a list for us for the square till the range of 10, means 10 times it will go. So this is the simpler way of creating the list comprehensive. So it is like expression. So what expression we have given, then for item, means this is the variable item in an iterable. So what iterable? So here it can be any iterable object. It can be any list, different list. It can be any tuple. It can be range, anything it can be. And this is basically optional. So we are not using it here. So as it is. Now let's understand it within condition. So what I want here, I'm just putting if x module 2 equal to 0. So that condition I have put. Now let's run this, and here we are seeing it is showing all those number which are module is 0. So it is showing. So this way, like it is creating a list for even number from 0 to 9. Now let's create another list comprehensive, and what I'm going to do here, let's take, I'm taking some words. And what words I'm taking, anything we can take. Let's take hello, and then I'm saying .NET, and then I'm saying office. So this I'm going to say. Now what I want here, what I'm doing, I'm just making it lower words. So here we didn't take as a capital, so I'm going to do as a DOT, and let's make this full as a capital letter. And here what I'm going to do now, so first big bracket, then we have to write the expression. So what I'm doing, words dot to lower, so this expression I'm going to take, so lower, this I'm taking, then for words, so this is the variable basically, or word in words, or another list which we are having. So that's what we are doing. So, and here when I will print this, what it will do, when I will run this, it is saying list object has no attribute lower, means currently it is not finding this lower. So here it is giving, the reason is we are taken here this variable list, we have to use this variable actually. So I'm going to put it here. Now let's run this one. When I will run this, we are seeing all the letter is showing in the lower case, means here this is what the condition we have put to lower, and it is showing as expected. So this is the way we can do, means we can create a list in the lower case also. If you want the nested list comprehensive, so for that also we can do. And how we will do, for an example, I'm taking a matrix, and here what I will do, I will take one list 1, 2, 3, and another list I'm taking 4, 5, 6, and let's take another also 7, 8, 9. So this is the matrix I have taken. Now let's do it, means what I want, it is currently okay at point of that time when you will run this. So when I will run and print this, we are seeing it is showing in the like matrix format, means 3-dimensional array or 2-dimensional array kind of things. What I want to merge this, I want to show in the one list only. How we can do, so let's take variable name as a flat, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take as an item, so this variable we are going to use for, and on what, so I'm going to take sub list, means another list in matrix. Again I'm taking for, and on what, item, and in subset, sorry, sub list. So how it will be, it is obvious, like what are we doing here, first we are making a loop over this one, so it will give what it will give, it will give one list, and then over this list we are making one more for loop, and then we are printing. So let's copy this, and if I will run at point of this time, you are seeing all the item is showing in one list only. So that's way we can do. If you want to use any kind of a, what I say, the method, like kind of a length method or kind of, so again you can use, for an example, what I'm going to take, let's take again dot and net, and then I'm saying office. And next what I'm going to do, what I want to figure it out the length of from this one. So what I can do, length equal to, so this is the method I'm going to use, and method on which one, the variable which here we are going to take here. So for here what I will do, word, so this variable I'm going to take in words, so this variable name I'm going to take, and when I'll copy, and let's wait and run this. So what we are going to see, we are going to see 3, 3 and 6. So every word length we are getting from here. So this is the way list comprehensive works. If we want on a particular expression, we want to create a list, we can do using the list comprehensive. What are the advantages? So readability, first of all, when we use appropriately, they can make the code more readable and expressive. Consciousness, list comprehensive allow for the creation of list in a single line of code that we have seen. And efficiency, they are often more efficient than traditional loop of list creation, because they are optimized for the specific use cases. So these are the things which we can utilize while using this list comprehensive. So that's it for this video. If you have any question and doubt, please comment. Thank you.